Darko Jorgic, the number 1 in the Slovenian team, Ovtcharov, the number 2 in the German team. This is the format that they play. 1v2. Who's going to make history here in Nantes? Hey, excellent start by Darko. Exceptional backhands, but obviously can both perform with the forehands just as well. And there's that backhand that I was talking about. Jorgic takes the first 2 points on his serve. Ovtcharov now with his signature backhand serve. He drops below the table. So a very interesting serve, and it causes a heap load of problems for his opponents. It's going to be very important to be able to read those serves of Ovtcharov. Interesting to see the sort of vocalisation these players have early on in the day. World number 43. Darko Jorgic has defeated Ovtcharov. Ever improving Jorgic arsenal. Finalist at the Czech Open recently. He just fell short to the in 2017, winning the World Cup. And a bucket load of beating T-Mobile in the final. Goodness me. It's almost like a Roger Federer tennis backhand, isn't it? Look at that. Close bat angle, peak of the bounce. Off drop. And he goes for it again, but this opening end. More positive receive. Ovtcharov changing the service to the pendulum. Or should I say tomahawk serve, and he forces an error from Jorgic. They're the sort of 2 signature serves that Ovtcharov. The tomahawk high toss with his forehand, and that signature backhand. 7-8 now. Oh, and he's done well. Receive it just as awkwardly. Nice serve from Ovtcharov had anticipated. He went for the push, left it high, and you won't see Darko Jorgic missing. Darko Jorgic got to say about that. Positive receive. It's a very versatile receive. We've seen a lot of players using that now. Lovely backhand flick. Using Ram to generate topspin. Ovtcharov's facing game point. Oh, not Darko Jorgic now with the backhand. And again, Ovtcharov struggles to receive that serve. Positive game point for Darko Jorgic. The second game point he's had in this first game. Sees that Darko Jorgic is in no man's land away from the table. Pops the ball short with Jorgic can't come in quick enough. Oh, this is table tennis. Calm and composed table tennis. Spicing up a little bit now, isn't it? For the young Slovenian. There's a slower, spinnier one, then the harder drive. And again, Darko Jorgic, yet again. He can break them. And point for the youngster. As Ovtcharov brings out yet another lovely backhand cross. Jorgic out of position with the serve and then played it where he wasn't. Oh, but what an amazing counter from Darko, completely intentional, but look at that, Ovtcharov just drills it, and with the smallest amount. Unbelievable first game. Fantastic adjustment, the ball. Game point after saving Ovtcharov's previous one. Look at that forehand fade. Fantastic mental strength. Playing a softer ball in such a tight moment. German number 2. Ovtcharov scalp here in the opening match of this quarter-final. Jorgic is doing a similar sort of serve to the Ovtcharov is. Up to top of the net, but 18-17 now to the Slovenian. Ovtcharov with the serve. But this time, Darko Jorgic is able. Let's take nothing away from Darko Jorgic. Has beaten Dimitrij Ovtcharov before at the European Team Championships 3-1. And he's given himself a great start to do that again. Odd. I'm sure that he'll be saying, keep it away. As I said before, Ovtcharov's going to have to be on his. Didn't pay dividends. Ovtcharov with a 1-0 lead. Ooh. Instinctive last second recovery from Jorgic, but Ovtcharov rubs salt in the wound. Better start from the German here. Two of his own serves to come. It's excellent play from both players. This is the way he's going to have to play if he's going to respond to the questions that Jorgic was asking him in the first set. You can imagine from 2-0 down he'd have an absolute mountain to climb. Lord, like that. What an amazing forehand from Darko Jorgic. Bringing out the big guns in the quarter-final. He really is raising his game to the occasion. 3 though, still to Ovtcharov. He misses that back. Also recognising the flick tends to be the more commonly used receive. Jorgic with a 6-5 lead, and quite understandably there's a German timeout in attempt to reduce this momentum that Darko Jorgic has gained. Proceeds. And again, look at that backhand. And Ovtcharov's nowhere to be seen. You usually see Ovtcharov dominating rallies with the backhand against players, but a taste of his own medicine. What a run moment. Ovtcharov 5-8 down now on the brink of trailing 2-0. Well, that's lovely play though, taking the ball at the peak of the bounce. At least the height of the bat. Devastating play. Ovtcharov has an answer this time, as we know and love. Playing the ball a little bit more slow. Tactical player Dimitrij Ovtcharov. He understands the way to win points. Someone's backhand is getting returned in the way that Darko Jorgic is doing it at the moment. To the Slovenian Ovtcharov with that backhand serve again. And a nice... How low he is there, knee on the floor. Jorgic wasn't far off. Well, his second serve, or can Dimitrij Ovtcharov put some light at the end of the tunnel? Fantastic rally. I think Jorgic working hard, tirelessly at the back of the court. Jorgic is a bit more effective actually when he plays from a little bit further back, off the table. He's improved in the looping department. He's very good at top. Amazing from... I'm sure we'll see his ranking rising up from 43. And there we have it. Wow. In this quarter-final. We knew it was going to be close and exciting. But Jorgic is being the man in this European Championships for Slovenia that has just delivered the goods when it needed. Germany here, the top seeds, champions 2 years ago in Luxembourg, and taking another top 20 scalp in this amazing season that he's having. I think the umpire said Darko Jorgic is... Ovtcharov wins a cheap point. Amazing receive, guessing whether the ball's going to be short or long. Creates hesitation. Ovtcharov is a champion and will do absolutely everything in his power. I'm not saying by any means that he's past his best whatsoever, but it was 2017 that he won so many events, the World Cup, the China. It's absolutely unstoppable. He also beat Fan Zhendong at the German Open, which he also beat. The match that summarises Ovtcharov was the 2014 World Championships, where he beat Zhang Jike 3-0 in the 7th. When I think of Ovtcharov, idea, but the execution was off. He looks more superior to an intermediate player. A millisecond of hesitation can make all the difference. Ovtcharov struggling with that pendulum serve of Jorgic at the moment. Game up, very mature display of tactics. Yep. Jorgic trailing 7-9. Doesn't want that to happen again. Not far off from Darko Jorgic. And there's light at the end of the tunnel for Dimitrij Ovtcharov. Or not, some of the backhands that he was playing. It was almost as though he was just programmed to get all of them on. He really did hack into the game of Ovtcharov, but now Ovtcharov's found a way to sort of... Very tight match. There's damage in this first match of the quarter-final. Could have a France-Germany semi-final. Wouldn't that be just exhilarating? Away at the German rock. Goes for surprisingly more successful when he plays slower balls. When he plays hard, it's like fire back. Jorgic makes a few more errors when there's a slower ball. Ovtcharov setting himself, hence the 2-1 lead. On top, he definitely needs to keep taking the ball early. See the first one and he's there waiting for the second. Looks as though we're going to be going to a fifth set. You can't think about the occasion too much. That's just devastating. From Jorgic, illustrating the amount he wants to close out this fourth end. He doesn't want it to go to a fifth because then Ovtcharov's going to have the momentum. Such a decorated player, Dimitrij Ovtcharov. Recent European Singles Championships in Alicante. He beat Ionescu from Romania in the final. Near falling short to Germany yesterday. Oh, amazing feeling from Darko Jorgic, but Ovtcharov puts it away. But there we have it. On the first time of asking, Dimitrij Ovtcharov has levelled it up at 2-all. But obviously something's changed since then. Ovtcharov's either changed his tactics or is thinking more positively and going for his shots more. We said from the start that Ovtcharov has struggled with the style of this young Slovenian. One of the best young Europeans take on one of the giants of European table tennis. And it all comes down to this final set. Lovely play from Darko. Backhand wide and then the wide forehand. In the fifth. Lovely counter. Playing the backhand push from the middle, which is a little bit unorthodox, but look at that forehand. Good body action, close bat. He's probably finished his warm-up. He had Ovtcharov in his pocket, in the palm of his hands, but it slipped away a little bit. Ovtcharov's taking matters into his own hands now. The wise man of Europe, Timo Boll, putting on the butterfly headband. He means business. Excellent third ball. German bench on their feet. And the German camp in the crowd at the top are relieved that on but not out. 5-2 now to the German legend. Because Ovtcharov wants to make the comeback and Darko Jorgic wants to deny it. Ripping shots. Beautiful backhands, and then coming in with the forehand. Takes. Oh, but he misses his serve. It's his serve coming up. Almost climbs over the net, but. That was a clever receive. 7-5. 12 points, the players are going to towel down. As soon as he offers it, Jorgic anything, he'll eat it up. There's a very slim chance of Jorgic wasting anything that Ovtcharov doesn't want to eat. And a big out. Look at that. At the start of the match. Making it unpredictable where he's going to go. Excellent though under pressure. Look at that. Can he make a comeback of his own? Not on this. The former world #1 achievement with some clever table tennis. Bad break situation. Because as much as Ovtcharov was out of position there, Darko Jorgic would have been. Ooh. And it was Jorgic who dared. With the next point will bring about match point. And the winner will be separated from the loser by 2 points. Oh, but a little bit out of position, wasn't he? Look at that. Jorgic had the advantage then, but then Ovtcharov closes it out with a bit of a wider block. Great punt. And then he does it! Dimitrij Ovtcharov. Excellent performance there, because he was 2-0 down. Darko gave himself and the team coming out with some crackers and being a little bit braver when it mattered most. Teammate consoling him, because he knew as well as anyone that that match was his to win at 2-0. It's never nice losing from 2-0 up. But as much as Darko Jorgic lost, Ovtcharov really did win. And I think it was a lot of what was going on inside of his head